Hi, I'm Congresswoman Sara Jacobs. Thank you to the many organizations for convening today's Health IT Leadership Roundtable to discuss the importance of data privacy in healthcare. Since the Supreme Court overturned the constitutional right to an abortion in June, millions of Americans, myself included, have new concerns about our data privacy, especially when it comes to our reproductive and sexual health data. But the scary truth is that these threats to our personal data have long existed. So it's long overdue that we recognize these vulnerabilities, understand their scope and severity, and address them quickly. It probably won't surprise you that at 33 years old, I'm one of the youngest members of Congress and one of the few women of reproductive age. I'm also one of the millions of Americans that use an app to track my period. But right now, there are almost no federal protections for this data. And it's not just apps. We leave sensitive medical and location information behind in online purchases and browser searches too. If you're Googling how to obtain an abortion for yourself or a friend, if you're ordering abortion pills online, if you're using Uber to travel to an abortion, all of that is unprotected. In the post-Roe era, this information could be sold to the highest bidder or subpoenaed by law enforcement. In fact, we're already seeing horrifying cases of this. In August, police obtained Facebook messages between a mother and daughter in Nebraska as part of an investigation into an abortion that was illegal under their state law. In October, there were reports about Florida High School Athletic Association asking student athletes very personal details about their periods, and then hosting that information on an app that's not protected by HIPAA. In a state with a 15-week abortion ban and an anti-transgender sports ban in effect, storing this information online leaves a digital footprint that can be searched and seized and easily used against someone. These are just a few examples, but they're symptoms of a nationwide problem that requires a federal solution, and that solution is my bill, the My Body, My Data Act. It would create a new national standard to protect personal reproductive and sexual health data, like what's in period and fertility tracking apps, Google searches, location data, and more. Under my bill, companies and nonprofits can only collect, retain, or disclose data that is strictly needed to provide a requested service. You can ask for your data to be deleted at any time, they can't sell it, and they can only share it with your express written consent. The bill gives FTC rulemaking and enforcement authority, and it also has a strong private right of action, giving individuals the power to sue if they think their data is being misused in any way. These strong enforcement standards are critical, so we can take our power back, to ensure that consumers are the ones in control of our own private information, our digital selves, and our own bodies. The bill also has a state non-preemption clause to protect existing privacy laws and future innovations in states like mine in California. I'm so proud that the My Body, My Data Act has the support of 117 House members and that Senators Hirono and Wyden are leading the companion bill in the Senate. And while my bill can't solve every possible scenario that will happen in the post-Roe era, and no one bill could, it's best positioned to meet the post-Roe moment and protect our reproductive and sexual health data. We know some individuals are already taking matters into their own hands and minimizing their data so less of it is at risk. In fact, in the days immediately following the Dobbs decision, I heard from so many panicked friends and constituents asking me if they needed to delete their period and fertility tracking apps. Videos of women and LGBTQ+ folks rushing to delete their apps and encouraging others to do the same were trending on TikTok. And yes, some companies are voluntarily deciding to do the right thing and protect this data. But we can't rely on the goodwill of businesses, and we shouldn't put it on individuals to figure out how to keep their data safe. It's the government's responsibility to step in and step up to create a federal standard for protecting this information, lifting the burden from businesses and protecting individuals. And that's why we need the My Body, My Data Act. These issues are clearly very complicated, and it's why I'm so glad that you all are taking the important step today at the Health IT Leadership Roundtable to break down these issues, understand what's at stake, and identify and push for solutions. So thank you all for your advocacy for digital privacy in healthcare, especially when it comes to reproductive and sexual health. This data is so important, and it can't be overlooked because it does affect all of us. So thank you so much. It's such an honor to be doing this work alongside all of you.